Hi, I'm Lita. Welcome back to my van conversion series where I turn this old van into the camper of our dreams. Last week was a bit hectic building the upper cabinets, and this week my bigger challenge is facing the codes to keep the build going. Subscribe to the channel, let's make Clementine shine again. It is so cold today, guys. I turned the van on so I can have a little bit of heating inside. It's the only way I can heat the van at the moment. Honestly, I was prepared for this. Having to keep the conversion going during the winter without heating. This is why I did my best to cut all the larger pieces of wood before the cold hit, so I could focus on just putting everything together inside and adding details. But winter brought in other problems. Hey guys, so I have an issue. So this is my door panel. I removed it because it has not stopped raining for a month. And I realized this panel was getting wet. It literally got mold. This is the back of the wood now. So what is happening is this piece is too big, so it's going under the ceiling, the rubber ceiling. I'm gonna have to trim so it doesn't touch the rubber. And I also bought some van gutters, like to go over the door to help preventing water going into it. But that's only gonna arrive like in 10 days or something. So I really need to fix this because I haven't even finished the van build and I'm already getting mold. So that's a big problem for me. It almost feels like I'm getting better at problem solving as I progress, because I am pleased to say that only trimming the edges solved the issue. But anyway, let's get back to building new things and not fixing mistakes. But I really wanted to show you this because problems that you won't expect will come up. It's a Sunday morning and it's cold. I've been doing bits and bobs around the van, and when I noticed I've had done a lot without filming, so giving an update of the progress really. So starting from the cab, as you can see, I've installed some curtains. These are really cheap curtains from Temu, and I bought also this rack which you can fit around curved areas. And this is the result. These curtains are fit by hooks, I don't know how you call this. And I don't love the fact that you have holes here, so my plan is once we have a sewing machine, then I'm gonna cut this part and then it will probably fix the length as well. But for now I'm happy. I glued some magnets here so you can keep nice and close. It goes all the way to the bottom. I fitted these rubber edges as well, so it gave a little better finish. Doors are done and I installed magnets. This one gave me a little bit of work because I didn't have enough space to screw the hinges, so I had to use a different hinge from here, which is okay. It's not the finish I wanted, but it's doing the job. Added some carpets here that also I'm gonna have some sort of trim in the future. And then these are pretty cool because this piece here broke when I removed it, so I just carpeted it over, and then I installed the leftovers from the LED racks I had. I just glued them there, and I have a nice little battery LED LEDs. Pretty cool. So in the nights really lights the space here, so I can, if I'm looking for something, and it makes it really cozy, so I think it was a pretty good idea. Going further in the back, Here in the shower area, what I've done is I've added these buttons here, the side, so we can, when we're having a shower, I'm gonna have some magnets here as well to close the curtains, and I fitted more buttons at the bottom so I can have a better finish, you know, for the step and stuff. But that's the only thing I've done here. And I fitted as well a rocker switch that once this is powered, it's gonna light the toilet lights. The reason why I want it separate, it's obviously if someone needs to go in the middle of the night, the other person is sleeping, then you don't need to turn all the main lights on. And you might have noticed that from the mess that I'm doing some electrical work, which is correct. So all I'm doing right now, it's fitting everything, it's plugging everything to my fuse box. I isolated the solar cable coming from the roof. So I have this power switch here. So basically that means that I'm gonna buy another solar panel so I can fit this one as well. So I want to fit both together. And I'm gonna fit the solar panel, leave it there before probably I have the charge controller. So I'm gonna switch it off. So it's isolated, then I'm gonna have the switch controller, then I'm gonna have to buy the battery and so on. So I'm doing stages here. And today I'm gonna try to fit these switch panels. This is from Amazon. If you want, I'll leave the link below. And I had to watch like 4 or 5 videos to understand how to fit these, which is not super complicated, but I'm gonna have to have like a negative block here. So I bought these are 60 amp connector blocks, and I'm gonna put everything inside this box so it's secure and waterproof, you know, whatever. But yeah, this is pretty much it. So look how it is under what's gonna be my sink. All the wires there, all coming with conduits inside the pillar. And that's it. Let's get to work. So cutting the cushions for the bed and couch was super easy. So we got this foam mattress from Amazon, and then we just cut it into the pieces we wanted using an electric knife. And Tyla will be making the covers, which I will show you in the future. And we absolutely loved the result, and the bed is so comfortable. So according to the temperature here in the fan, it's 6 degrees inside the van. So I lit some candles to see if it makes any difference. I'm wearing like 3 thick layers, so hopefully I can do some work here. I got this for Christmas, early Christmas presents, which is a fridge. I believe this one is 36 liters or something, or 40. So it's a fridge. It's a fridge and a freezer. Pretty cool. So I started building the drawer that will hold the fridge. Got some really heavy duty brackets, or how they call it, to open. Can take up to 120 kilos, so it's, if you consider the fridge full, I think it's okay. what else? I didn't want to buy yet another sheet of plywood, not because of the cost. If it's the last one, that would be fine. But because I don't have anywhere to store the massive sheet, so I started doing this wall here with leftovers, and then I'm applying some woods kind of filler between where it joins. I'm gonna sand it, paint it. We're gonna have a trim around here, so it's gonna hide all the, you know, not straight lines. I think it's gonna be alright. And this arrived, which is the stick-on tile to here. I thought I ordered 2. I'm gonna double check my Temu. It took ages to arrive, so if I have to order another one, it's gonna be a problem. But I think it's gonna be alright. I never planned to do the full wall kind of thing. I only want like until here, and then I paint this part. But it would be good to also have it here, so it doesn't, you know, water won't go to this wood here. And it would also be good to have here to hide the screws and the joint of the wall. Although I'm not too bothered about this, to be fair. I need to paint this. And yes, this is not straight, but I don't care. I'm at this point where I really want to finish the build, or get to a place where I don't need to cut any more wood, because that was not my favorite part. The part I was most anxious about, which was like doing the fuse box, how to connect everything, that was actually quite enjoyable. How did I learn how to do that? Well, I've been watching van conversion videos for at least 2-3 years. But also, when I bought the van, I bought a course for electric for camper van. Only a small course, but it gave me the full overview of how to set up a simple electric in your camper. So I totally recommend. I'm not being paid to say this, by the way. I'm gonna leave the link below, just because I really think it's a good course if you're thinking about doing this. Oh my god, so cold. I'm not even able to do a lot of work with this weather. All I can think about is a diesel heater, and I don't have money right now to buy a diesel heater. I really need to organize my finances, because I'm going broke, really. Can you hear that? That's the fridge. Right guys, it wasn't a simple task building this drawer, and it officially became the crookiest thing I've ever built. I didn't even notice how crooked this counter was, honestly. But it's alright. I'm a bit embarrassed to show this, but look at this. And this is not even the worst part. This is... oh my god. So this is the thing that's crooked, not the drawer, because the drawer used those brackets. So technically it's straight, but I managed to get there. So here we go. And here we go. So I can open that. But the thing is, I messed up. Basically, this front that I kept, it doesn't cover the full fridge. Ow! Ow! So it doesn't cover the full fridge, so I'm gonna have to buy another plank so I can do the cover, the front, which is annoying really, because I left like this already the right size. But it's alright, I'm sure I'm gonna find a use for this. So this is where I'm at the moment. I built the massive drawer here with the fridge already connected to energy, so that's all good. Built one drawer, and this is what I'm saying about it's nothing straight, look. But yeah, I'm kind of masking everything because once you close you won't see. Yeah, one drawer there, which is good for the stove, and today I'm gonna build the other one. Need to go to the shop to buy more wood. Yeah, this is my setup now. It's cold, so I put in a little stove there. I don't know if I showed you this, but I finished the kitchen parts. Okay, so the video is quite long already, so I'm gonna leave it here. If you liked the video, please thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I hope you see you next time. Let's make Clementine shine again.